Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Kimetsu no Yaiba episode 26, the finale of Kimetsu no Yaiba. Before we go ahead and jump into this, I do want to apologize if you are waiting for this video on the day that it's coming out. It's gonna be really late. I woke up this morning feeling rather ill in a sort of stomach area kind of way, which is pretty miserable and not a very good time, so I've spent some hours just waiting for that to pass, and it finally has, and I finally feel up for watching an episode of this show, which is a good show. And this is the last episode, and I'm a little bit sad about that because I expect we could probably do something cool in this last episode, but we're kind of in a weird limbo place. We're like in between arcs, and we're just doing training stuff. And there's probably going to be a next season, and I know the manga's ongoing, so we know that this isn't really going to be conclusive. But hey, here we are. What are we going to get for a finale here? I don't really know. Don't know what to expect. We've got this setup for this train job, this planes, trains, and automobiles demon guy with two crazy heads and scary eyes, and it's real spooky looking and kind of dangerous looking, and that seems cool. And it's probably one of the big boy demon people, but I don't really know. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to like have time to actually deal with that. If we do, that's cool. I would love that. That would be awesome. If we don't, that's cool too. I'll probably love that, and it'll be awesome as well. I can see the very first frame of the episode, which looks like it's still in training place doing training things. It's Zenitsu and Inosuke just like chilling, with a face of shock on Zenitsu. Anyway, that's like all I've got. Last episode, we had a pretty cool delve into Kanao's backstory and some interesting little bits and pieces about Shinobu as well that came up, and her relationship with her sister. There's clearly like some lineage there and a little bit of almost traditions being passed along, seemingly from insect pillar to insect pillar. And somebody pointed out that they think that Kanao's sword is Kanae. Wait, was her name Kanae? The Shinobu's older sister. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think that that was her sword, and it actually rings true. It seems to be the same kind of like handle or hilt design, but I doubt that that's of great importance or anything. Just a cool little thing to point out. Um, yeah, I feel like I'm blathering now, and I want to stop doing that, so let's go ahead and jump on into the episode. I have the episode up and ready to go. It is at 0 seconds. There will be two versions of this reaction video. You can find the picture-in-picture version with the video up there in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to see discussion at the end, whatever we end up feeling like we want to talk about, that'll be on the timer-based version on YouTube. The picture-in-picture version won't have that, but it will have the video in it. Mix and match as you see fit. And if you want to use your own copy of Kimetsu no Yaiba episode 26 and sync it up with the timer-based version on YouTube, you can totally do that. Just get it ready, because there will be a beep beep timer to count you up to 0, and that's where we'll start. That'll be right about here-ish. Cool. Ah. Muda. Oh. That was hype. Mmm. Yeah. Okay. Probably should have a pencil at the ready, just in case. Oh, this is fucking awesome. Wow, this space is incredible. Whoa. Oh, that's awesome. What? This is the coolest fucking thing. This is insane. Those are Muzan eyes, aren't they? Kind of. Fucking what? Oh my god. Creepy drag wearing Michael Jackson. I fucking love it. This is amazing. He was number 5, wasn't he? So he's the one who didn't show. The sound design. Wow. Oh fucking hell! You are fucked. Oh, this is the craziest. Nope. Where are you now? Bruh, he hears that. No. Nope. I am very scared of you. That's some Alucard stuff. Oh my god, what the fuck? Nope. Run. You can try. Oh my god. Nope. You you are in a space that doesn't make sense. You can't get away. Bye-bye. Oh, Jesus. Mm. Bye-bye. So this one, will you figure it out? What do you have to offer? That was a blush. Yup. Oh my fucking god. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Blood. Will you acclimate, though? Which means that's our target, because we need Muzan blood. Uh-huh. Memories. Wow. How long was that? Oh my god, that wasn't even. Oh my god, that felt so long. Wasn't even half the episode. The train. Casualties of the Infinite Train? Okay. Sure. That's the craziest fucking thing that I have seen in so long. That whole 10 minutes was amazing. Just amazing. Okay. So she recommended him. Hmm. Hmm. True, true, true. True, true. Sounds about right. A little bit of a special kid. Oh, do we finally get to meet that guy who's been in the OP forever? Oh, yes. Also, he has the same scar as the white-haired, the wind pillar guy. Like the exact same scar, right? Interesting way to do that transition. Voice comes in and then we cut. Cool. Aw, Tanjiro. Such a good boy. Such a nice boy. Okay. Aww. The decision coin. Okay. Hmm. But it was tails. Okay. I guess it's probably not really heads and tails, as in positive and negative. Just gonna throw it. Ah. Oh shit, it's gone. You're a goofball, Tanjiro. A lovable goofball. Which do you want it to be? Aww. Ah, that's the thing though. You can change fate by persevering. Woo! I like that a lot. God, I have liked everything in this episode a lot. Oh, big gourds. Hey! Eiyuu. Yep. Mm. Mm-hmm. Kill Kibutsuji Muzan. Yeah. Yep. See ya. Aw. The bubbles when people are nice to him. Oh. Oh. Not at all. Well, there's still a good bit of time left. It's a giant beast. Yes. It's a dragon. Look at it, it belches smoke. No. Smart. What makes it the infinite train? Charging at it? We kind of are the police in a way. Oh, that's an interesting wrinkle. I mean, you have a demon in your backpack. Inosuke, what are you doing down there? Bye! Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Whoosh. Oh, hey. Oh, hi. Okay. Okay. Cool. That is gorgeous. That cloudy sky. Whew. Still 2 minutes. It could just be credits. We're gonna wait and see. Ah. It is ufotable. They usually have a thing. Studio Mausu. coming of age arc concluded. Okay. Newsflash. Announcement of season 2. Rengoku? Yeah. Infinity Train arc. Cool. Film adaptation. Oh. Well, okay then. So, you put him with a movie budget? I've seen some Heaven's Feel. Okay. That sounds good. That sounds real good. Okay, we gotta take a step back because a lot of things just happened very quickly. Now from about right here in the episode, right here at like 9 minutes and 30 seconds, everything after that is pretty cool and pretty sweet, and we get to say some goodbyes to some characters, and we get Kanata talking and telling us about some stuff, and having kind of an awesome moment with Tanjiro, and there are lots of wonderful and amazing things here, and we get a goodbye with Giyu, and we get some goofy stuff from Inosuke and Zenitsu, and it's all wonderful. But before that, before 9 minutes and 40 seconds in this video, in this episode, we had the craziest fucking shit I have ever seen. So, I'm gonna do something that I normally don't do, which is that I am going to straight up, just like, I will have to cut this, but I'm going to straight up go and rewatch the first 9 minutes of this episode. So I'll see you in 10 minutes, because I need to see that again, and I was just sort of reeling from the experience the entire time, and okay, off the top of my head, the things that landed were like, one, the general direction was amazing. The setup of like you're suddenly in the mind of one of these lower five, or lower moons, and you've just been transported by powers you do not understand into a place that doesn't make any sense, where your boss is now female with a male voice in a gorgeous outfit and horrifying. And then tests you one by one and murders you because he can, and because he doesn't think you're useful anymore, and your only option is to attempt to prove your worth. Generally, the just everything about that space was amazing and enthralling, and I really enjoyed it, and I want to see it again because I was just reeling and kind of in shock during the reaction portion, and I want to get an idea of what was actually happening. I mean, in terms of like technically what was going on, what was being done to make that feel the way that it felt. So I'm gonna need some notes, and I'm gonna go and rewatch it. So I'll see you in a little bit, and I'll just cut this. Holy shit. Okay, so I have gone ahead and I have watched these first 9 minutes again, and it is so fucking amazing. So we open the episode on the cup fight, which in its own right is pretty badass, and there's like the flurry of blows thing, one against the other. It's very JoJo's in a way. And then we get some cute goofiness with Tanjiro and Zenitsu and Inosuke, and at that point I was like, oh, this is just gonna be that for the episode, and then we'll hang out with everybody and say goodbye and be off on our way. And then we get the title card, and we cut to here a few months earlier, and we open in on this Escher space, this sort of impossible zone, which we should have known about from the beginning because it's been in the OP the entire time. Not that we got the OP in this episode, but that in and of itself is an interesting choice. There's a lot of stuff to cover in this ep, and removing the OP makes that work. Okay, cool. And then we get some jarring biwa noises. That. Super jarring, and suddenly we are there. But we are not just observing, we are in the mind of one of the characters as they try to figure out what is going on. The lower six, I suppose. Whether the higher numbers are the higher in the hierarchy. I don't really know. Doesn't really matter because they're all dead now, except for one, who got a bit of an upgrade. And we get these cool like shimmers. Where everything becomes sort of obscured and we see double for a second, as though it's like a glitch in the system. It's very like classic Japanese horror film esque. Kind of Ju-on-y, honestly. That's what comes to mind. It's not quite right, but it's got that feel to it, as though they're pulling from that to create this kind of horrible atmosphere, and it is horrifying. We get these crazy warbling rumbles. Just in general, the sound design of this place is so ethereal and weird. There's this like sort of whooshing sound and this constant, almost horrifying creaking, as though this entire space is shifting and altering itself slowly. We're immediately aware that this is not normal. I mean, if the hallways and walkways in different directions didn't make that obvious. And then there's this, which is kind of awesome. There were sections that were animated on ones here, I think. No, I guess not. But the sort of smooth slowness, as though this character, I assume, is male, because one of the other characters refers to him as him. He'll die soon anyway, I think. Just slowly walking forward as though in a daze, in a trance. Everything about this place and about what's going on is wrong. And we are introduced to all of the lower moons all at once, and then they're all killed just like that, which is fucking crazy. Also, Rui was a lower moon, so these guys are all like Rui level power. That's really powerful. And Muzan's just like eating them with a fleshy CG giant arm thing made of tangled body parts and twisted awful horrifyingness. That's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's amazing. Okay. And then we do this sort of this spin through the place to really cement in our minds what is going on here. This is a weird interdimensional pocket place that this Biwa player seems to have complete control of. And then there are these whooshing TIE fighter sounds used for the sound design, almost mechanical hum. As we move through, along with the piercing violins, which make it creepy and build up some tension. Wow. And then we come to focus. Yeah, we flash through some of the other lowers, and he starts freaking out, and then we cut to a biwa. It moves, or she plays it, and then suddenly we are elsewhere. In the same location, but boom, we're just elsewhere. And it's strange. And we look around from his perspective, and then we see what he sees. So we're locked into his perspective up until this point, and then it becomes a little bit wider as we realize that stands in front of them. Okay. There is something amazingly, like, innately creepy about Sanketsu's voice coming from this creepy-looking Femuzan. We're gonna go with Femuzan or Femuzan for a little bit. We'll see how that plays. But like, this is a heart drop out of chest moment. Really terrifying. Like, in a creepy, beautiful sort of way, and then that voice comes forth. Oh fuck, it's Muzan. And then there's this crazy flash with the eyes and the power. Like, things that we do not understand, that the characters seeing it do not understand at all. But his aura, as though it's pressing them down. And they all prostrate themselves, because what else are you gonna do? And then you decide to speak out of turn. Yep, that's not a very good idea. So then we get the reveal of the mind reading, which is amazing. Trying to dismantle, gonna dismantle all of this. You guys suck. You guys have nothing to do. And then we get the reveal, and we hold out on actually showing it for as long as possible. We realize that he's dangling up in the air, but at first, my first thought was that this was just some weird quirk of the space, like suddenly he's flipped upside down. No, no. There's this horrible, writhing, CG, fleshy mass of eyes and body parts. There are like hands over here, and like organs, and just weird muscle and awfulness and these veiny bits. It's horrifying and it's awesome. Oh my god. And then it just scatters blood over everyone. CG blood, it's fine. For this purpose, I don't know how else you would do it. And it's got these crazy horrifying eyes and two mouths, like not even alien style, like just two mouths that open at the same time, and it freaking burps. Like a moment that's almost comedic if it weren't so goddamn horrifying, and it is so goddamn horrifying. And then this line, just every line that Muzan says is chilling, to the core. Oh, it's so good. No, you won't. Yeah, are you arguing? Okay, and then the moment when it attacks, we see it growing in the reflections in her eyes. Yeah, coming closer, and then it lurches forward, and just a tangle of limbs, and then it just nothing. Just nothing. And then we see it like a snake. Oh, it's awesome. I hate it. I love it. I don't know what to feel. And then we get the runner. Yep. Yeah, you're in this situation and you decide to run. I will say that this whole sequence of the runner actually running is gorgeous, and as seems to be tradition for Ufotable, is just like an amazing blending of 2D and 3D to make this rapid motion and the space work. Even these shots here and the subtle focus on this one character, the only survivor eventually, we know that in hindsight, is fantastic. This cut as we move around him, the sort of cut that we would give to Tanjiro most of the time. But here it's on this one of the lower moons. I love how we pull up beside him and then closer up into the face. Now that I've gotten this far away, and then we see in the eye, I didn't actually frame by frame this part before. No, we don't see anything. We get up close to it as though there's something to see, an escape maybe, a light at the end of the tunnel, and then the next thing he knows, he's just ahead. You're going nowhere. There is no escape. Yeah, you're in a weird Escher interdimensional pocket of some kind, and you're not getting away. No chance. But how? I'm a little bit confused on the how here. It's meant to be confusing. Otherwise, why would the character be like, but I didn't hear any biwa noises? But that is kind of confusing and kind of interesting. Is this a Muzan ability, or is this a quirk of the space? I don't know. Don't know. Doesn't really matter at the moment. I think this commercial cut is the only even close to a flaw that I have with this entire sequence. When we cut to black for this, I assume that there was a commercial here, because we fade out and then fade in, and there's no eye catch, but we fade out and then fade in. You don't need an eye catch at this moment. There's just blood pouring. But it kind of breaks up the flow of the sequence. Otherwise, amazing. And then we get this close up, which is beautiful. I mean, just like the subtle shadows and light in Muzan's eyes, beautiful and absolutely chillingly horrifying. Vampiric, even. Like, it's amazing. Amazing. Yeah, you fucked up. Yeah, you done fucked up. And then it's just back to blood. Back to blood. And then there was one. All of the cuts around this character have them moving slowly and sort of methodically and almost creepily smoothly. It's very cool. I wonder if it's rotoed? I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to be. That kind of looks like it might have been, but I don't know. Doesn't really matter. And then this moment where the eye softens just a little bit. But then the attack still comes. but it is very different. This one's a needle. This one's an injection of blood. An ample share. Ding! Okay, and then play the biwa. There is an opening, and then we get this amazing sequence where we, on the beat of the biwa, shut doors, slam them behind, spin. It's quite reminiscent of the drum demon generally, but like way more powerful and way cooler. Way cooler. And then boop, 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 boop. Blackness, and then the door emerges above and then fades out of existence, as though it doesn't exist, as though it never did. And memories. there are so many other things in this whole sequence. Like during the time when they're all prostrate, there's this segment where we keep cutting rapidly. Yeah, here. Where we keep doing the same movement of the camera up over the edge of this place, starting at almost the same point every time, and then these tiny cuts to each of them in turn, and the looks of horror on their faces. This whole sequence at normal speed, just like adds so much to the terror of this situation. It's beautifully done, beautifully put together, and just amazingly creepy. And horrifying and awesome. This is one of the favorite sequences of animation of anime I have seen in a long time. This is awesome. Wow. Wow. Just breathtaking. And Femmuzan is super creepy. I love it. So we find out that Shinobu had actually recommended him to go on this mission because fire breathing, talk to the flame pillar, also he's reliable. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then she says some things. She's pretty down on herself. Tanjiro's like, nope, you're awesome, and also thank you, and you're great. And that's very sweet. And then we go over and actually talk to Kanao. Heads and tails, and we hear her voice. Put this to decide. And he's like, you know what? We're gonna decide for you. You're gonna follow your heart. And more than that, I really love the line where he's like, I also would have just flipped it again until I got the answer that I wanted, because that's so Tanjiro and so perfect. It's like, yeah, fate decides, but you decide to try again. So you can just keep going until you get what you want. That's kind of awesome and super Tanjiro. It's really, really lovely. Really lovely. And then we have this moment, and it's super cute. It's very cute. And then we blow up some gourds, and then we talk to some girls, and Inosuke gets all giddy, and it's really sweet. We say our goodbyes. We find the train. It's very funny. It's Inosuke, you goof. Find out something interesting about the Demon Slayers. They are not provided for by the laws of the nation, and also nobody believes that demons exist, so okay. Hop on the train, have ourselves some cool moments of we're going off on adventure and getting ready to do some things. Me and Nezuko, we stick together. Get some cute moments. Flashback through some pivotal moments. Some awesome times. The bond between us can't be severed by anyone. Freaking cool. Pan through the train. Catch Rengoku on the way out. Hey, buddy. So they're on the same train now. I guess so. He left months ago, right? Or weeks, I suppose. However long they've been training. Then we have this stinger at the end with flames coming out from the rocks. Get a line from Rengoku, and then we freeze frame on him. Hey, buddy. And that's it. For how long? I don't know. When's the movie coming out? I don't know. There's gonna be a movie. That's awesome. That's like the best news I've had all year. That's awesome. I do hope that there's another TV anime season as well, because as far as I know, the manga's ongoing. It might as well be. But they want to make this into a movie. I'm not complaining. Throw some Ufotable movie budget money at it. Awesome. All right. So I think that's most of what I wanted to talk about for this episode. Most of it obviously focused on those first 9 minutes of awesomeness because what else am I gonna focus on? That was amazing. This was a really cool way to end. Set up some villains really well. Show us where the villains are, what they've been up to. Show us the extent of some of their powers, like just little bits and pieces of insane power that we know that Tanjiro and Zenitsu and Inosuke are nowhere near ready to deal with right now, which is perfect. It means they've got a long way to go. And that's exciting because it means there's lots of stuff to happen and lots of powering up and lots of getting cooler and ha. Yeah. Yeah. This was an awesome episode. I'm really excited for whatever form the continuation of this story takes. This whole show has been a really enjoyable experience. A very sort of standard feeling shonen start, which just sort of picked up steam and executed on its shonenness extraordinarily well, and has characters that are more than they appeared to be at first glance. Has relationships between characters that are endearing and enjoyable to watch. The show itself, the anime itself, has gorgeous art and just beautiful production in the ways that Ufotable does. Man, this has been great to look at, amazing to listen to, and a really enjoyable experience for the past, what, 24 weeks? 26 weeks. Plus, I think there was a break at some point, so a half a year that we've spent watching this Demon Slayer show with this dumb kid who's really into slaying demons and wants to help his sister. But he's actually a really cool guy, and the show is the same way. There was never really a point where this show went bad. It just got better and then continued to get better, and then it like had this massive peak right around the like 18 to 20 something episode mark, just like some awesomeness, and then it went back to being just really good, and it stayed that way, and then this little peak here at the end with a really interesting sequence to show us some villainy. Awesome. It's been really enjoyable to watch the whole way through. And in case you can't tell, I'm trying to wrap up this video, but also say some words about the whole thing as a whole because it's worth it. And here we are at the end, and I'm not going to get another chance until this movie comes out, I guess. But yeah, this is a really solid show, and it kind of feels like the birth of a modern classic, like a little bit. We're only 26 episodes in. Not to say that that isn't a lot, but for a long-running shonen, that's not a lot. And yet, there's been really wonderful character development and world building and just general interesting stuff everywhere. I really enjoy this show. I like it a lot. It's going to take a little bit of a little bit of self-control to not read the manga for this because I know that there's more of it available, and I don't want to be spoiled on it because I've really enjoyed consuming it the way I've been consuming it. I may go back and read up to this point though. That might be a thing to do, but then it would be even harder to stop. Ah. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun. This episode was a lot of fun. The whole show's been a lot of fun. That's about it. Okay, let's wrap this up. I am blathering and babbling at this point, so wrap up time. I've been Teeaboo. This has been the end of Kimetsu no Yaiba. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and as always, I hope to catch you next week in, well, actually, I don't know. Is new stuff starting to air next week? I'm not sure. I think so. I think early October is when things start to air. So I'll probably be doing a treasure hunt of some kind, watching first episodes of things. Probably not going to be picking up a lot of new seasonal shows, like maybe one or two, just a couple of new seasonals. I jam packed my schedule this past season, and it was draining. It has been draining to do that. So I'm going to gonna try and trim down more than I did then. And also, I want more spots open for like poll shows and things that are out and have been out and need some love or deserve eyes on them. And yeah, keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. So anyway, if you've been following the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba reactions, thanks for watching. It's been a blast. I hope you've had as much fun as I have, and I hope to catch you in whatever takes this slot and whatever we end up watching next. Peace.